Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Emperor energy. This is a boss energy. I feel like you are in charge of things right now. I feel like there's leadership in your life. I feel that you're guiding either a team or a family or a business. Like you've got your hands on the wheel, you know. This is a card for structure. You got to maintain the order. You got to lay down the law, so to speak. Enforce boundaries. You're the authority. Okay? And with that energy, it's like people need to listen to you. And people are sort of looking at you for leadership, you know, as the example. Okay? You've got to plan, you've got to prioritize, and then you've got to execute. You've got to have a good system in place for your success. Okay? And in your relationships, you need to have those boundaries as well, okay? You have to, pardon my voice, you have to demand respect. Yeah. You are calm, assertive, but you're not reactive, okay? You can respond to a situation. It's like you can pause for a moment or two, pause for a beat, in order to respond to something in the correct way. Okay? Right now, you should be thinking of your priorities. What is it that you're trying to get done this week? Okay? Write out that simple plan, and let's get to it. Let's put this into a little bit of context, all right? Let's see what is going on with you, Gemini. We've got now a Prince of Pentacles, a very nice builder energy. 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, a Knight of Swords, and a 7 of Wands. 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, look at that. A bad situation is ending, and it was actually a blessing in disguise. You have profited from this in some way, even though it may really not feel like you would have, or may not seem like you should have, but you did. Here we have the Fool. And there we've got the Lust or Strength card, a real passion, but also more discipline. Okay? Let's select the Mystery card, Bonus card, Confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor, Infinite, and Unknown. We're going to set this down right over here with Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments right below the video. Now, let's look around the room. You are of course, the central figure here in this spread, right, with that Emperor energy. That is kind of your persona right now. That is who you are. So we got 1 major over here. We've got 1, 2 over here. We've got a little bit of fire. We don't have any water energy. And that sort of concerns me a little bit. We've got air, air, and air, earth, earth, and earth, air and earth. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's showing that you're trying to be reasonable, that you're trying to be logical, you have a plan, you're not letting your emotions drive the car. Okay, you're not being emotionally reactive to life right now. Okay. I think that you're being steady, and you're being disciplined, and you're very dependable. You are the builder. Okay, this is a very persevering energy. It's an energy that's good for routines. It's a very dependable, reliable, showing up on time every day, being present. Okay? And in any relationship that you might have right now, your presence means more than any kind of, it's like you being there every day means so much more than if you were to just like be absent but like send a gift every now and again. The grand gestures don't really mean as much. It's the presence. It's just being there. Not having to even really do much, but just to be there. Yeah. You're going to need systems in your life. You have to do schedules. You have to find some way to organize or build a system so that something can be sustained. Yeah. This is a steady building type of energy. In your financial, in your business, your career, or whatever that is, you've got to have like a budget. You've got to have a system in place. And it might be right now there's an energy of you trying to fix a system that feels broken. Discipline right now is going to be very kind, okay, to you. Your discipline is going to make your future self very happy. Discipline now is basically kindness to the future you. Okay? Plan your week, stick to the plan. Show up, be present. Okay? Let's get it done. Whatever it is. Yeah. The Three of Swords here is under the surface. There's a little bit of sorrow. This is an energy that's good for releasing old pain. Okay? Whatever's going on in your life right now, I feel like there's something that you are still holding on to. It feels like an anchor. It feels like this is a weight. Maybe some kind of grief. You may be even not blaming yourself for something, but asking like, how did I let this happen? Or why did it happen? Or kind of even what was my responsibility? I feel like this is a need of closure. Okay? I feel like this is also learning from a setback, refining the strategy, learning the lesson that this had to offer you. There's a reason why it's still lingering. It could be that the closure comes through implementing the refined plan or the new course of action that this sort of directed you toward. You know what I mean? Closing this, getting rid of this would mean that we've learned the lesson and we've made the right adjustments. So now this can go away. Okay. Just as this card is discipline now for the benefit of your future self, this card is kind of like compassion and kindness now for your past self. Okay. Journal. Okay. Something needs to be expressed. There's something in here that's lingering, some negative energy that you need to release, you need to find closure, you need to understand the lesson and how to implement the teaching. You got to journal it, write it out, express it in some way. Okay. Three of Pentacles behind you. This is a card of work. This is craftsmanship, teamwork. This is visible progress. Okay? You're building something. And are you building a relationship? Are you building a business? Are you building a future? There are shared responsibilities. Everybody needs to pitch in. Everybody needs to cooperate. Okay. I feel like now would be a good time for you to level up your skills in some way. Okay. Whether that means kind of upgrading your tools or upgrading the system. What can you acquire or, I guess, implement that might make your process a little bit easier. Okay. Let's see, patience plus repetition is going to lead to mastery. You're refining your skills. You're honing your craft. Okay. This is a card of blood, sweat, and tears. This is the card of the alignment of your body, heart, and mind. You're putting everything you have into something. Yeah. This is intentional work. So I feel like a lot of this, your current energy right now of this week is really focused on what you're building, how you're building it, and how you're showing up for this, life, for what you are building. And it's mostly business, career, maybe even health. Not a lot of water energy here, so I don't really see a lot of like love or romance, or if there is love and romance, feels like it's really tied up in the practical aspect of things right now. Okay. And I've got a Knight of Swords up here as well. This is fast moving. This is decisions happening quick. Fast changes, a lot of bold decisions. But be careful. You want to pause before you say something you're going to regret. Don't let your words sort of get in front of you. You've got to be direct, but you don't want to be harsh in your communication. Okay? Whoever you're communicating with, friends, family, loved ones, business associates, customers, clients, be mindful of your words, okay? This is suggesting that there's a sharpness to your tongue right now, and I think that this is up here on the top of the path of the dove because you're aware of that. Maybe lately you've been working on choosing your words more carefully, okay? We don't just want to say the first thing that we're feeling or thinking. We want to maybe pause and say, now, how do I say that in a nice way? How do I say that in a way that's maybe constructive? Okay. In this business type of situation for you, you want to make your plan and you want to act on the plan. You want to make sure that you are communicating the plan to others. People can't be on the same page as you if they don't know what page you're on. Okay? And you're the emperor, you're the leader, you're the boss. You have to tell everybody else this is what page we're on today, people. So that everyone can get on that page with you, So you've got to have that courage and that clarity, and you're going to be making a lot of progress. Okay? You got to send the message in the right way. Now, 7 of Wands in this future position. This is the card of enforcing your boundaries. There's something in your life that you really are going to need to draw the line about. This is courage, this is boundaries. You're taking a principled stand on something. You're protecting your priorities by saying a very clear no. Yeah. Holding the line. And knowing that this is important and that you're not going to budge on this. There's something that you're not going to allow in your life anymore. Protecting your energy, protecting your priorities, trusting yourself under pressure, trusting that even in the moment, when the pressure's on, you're not going to crumble, that you're going to say the same thing, like you got your own back, You got to have your own back. And when it starts to get intense, you have to know that you're going to hold the line. And I don't know what the incoming energy is or was, but you're not going to allow it. And I feel like this is you really being vigilant at the perimeter, not letting anybody get too close. Not in the sense that it's going to isolate you, though. Not keeping everybody out, but really trusting that you'll know, right, when something is starting to cross the line, and that you can speak up and you can deal with it kind of immediately. Yeah. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Let me know which card on the path of the dove seems to resonate with you the most. Okay. Your general energy is the Ten of Swords. It's a card of ruin. It's a final ending. Something has bottomed out, and it's time for a reset. Okay? This is the kind of a painful situation is over. You're releasing this old storyline. Okay? And in a way, this is you not trying to squeeze any more juice out of something that doesn't have any juice left in it. Realizing that this plan that we had is not working anymore. We need to start fresh. And of course, that's the entire name of the game over here. We're stopping those things. It's like this is the money pit. It's like the Ten of Swords is just like that black hole that we just keep throwing money into. And that's not working anymore. Now, let's not do it that way. This is the realization that what we've been doing is not working. So we need that fresh start. Okay. We've got to, again, sort of understand the lesson and then mark it as complete. Okay, I've learned that lesson. And it's time to take that wisdom, it's time to sort of implement it into a new path, a new plan, a new course of action. Okay. And of course, that's where we get our Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is new income, or perhaps a new health routine. It's a seed of prosperity that you're planting. Okay. This is a very practical step forward. And if this is your business, this is a new habit, a new product, a new offering. This is a new idea that we're going to try to make more money. Okay? This is practical support. This is slow and steady. You're taking that plan, and now you're funding it, right? You're making it concrete. You're taking the actual step. This is a gift. This is like a ticket. Spirit's giving you a ticket to say, okay, here you can go on this ride. Okay. So it's a very good time for taking that concrete step, planting that seed of like new money. Maybe it's an untapped market, maybe it's a new product or service, maybe you're going to start a new channel or something. Some idea that you have, you need to take the actionable step. Okay? Fund the idea. All right? And now you have a Fool energy here too. And the Fool is that kind of fresh start. The Fool really feels like we're starting to take some chances here. I feel like something heavy has ended for you. And I think that you need to look at it as an anchor that has been cut away from your ankle. It's not attached to you anymore. It's a burden, good riddance, right? It's making you feel a lot lighter. This is a fresh start energy. This is a light-hearted demeanor. This is perhaps even the beginning of a new timeline. Be open, be playful, okay? Be welcoming. Be open to new opportunities. Say yes to that first step. Pitch the idea, like really allow that sort of almost brainstorming kind of vibe. Yeah. But trust yourself. Learn by doing. Okay. Curiosity over perfection. Take the brave action that you've been postponing. In terms of your relationships, I think the playfulness is coming back. Okay, I feel like you're setting boundaries and you're in charge and you're making sure everybody's on the same page and you're being present. And I think it's allowing you to kind of relax a little bit, to open up a little bit, to have a little more fun in your life, to not feel so heavy, not feel so weighed down by stress or drama or entanglements or the past or anything. Yeah. And of course, it's allowing your lust card, your strength, courage, vitality, passion. Okay? You're leading with your heart. And it's not a power struggle. Okay? Like you're in charge in most places in your life. And you're using this passion to create more abundance. It's not fighting. We're not arguing. We're not at each other's throats, you know? It feels like good vibes. And this is a calm assertiveness, not a loud, like, force, you know. And of course, use this card as well to get active, move your body. I think you're going to feel inspired to do something, whether it's, you know, building something, creating art, whether it's cleaning something or, I don't know, tearing something down, renovating, refurbishing something. There's like a physical work that's going to help you to, I don't know, just kind of like loosen up your energy. Yeah. Transmuting stress into strength. Let's look at the mystery card. Before we do the mystery card, I want to do a spirit animal card for you. Oh, here we go. You have the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. It's funny that the mouse is the emperor, right? I like that. The mouse is actually the lion. Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's kind of like we don't have to be the obvious, you know, big, loud, you know, boss, emperor type of energy. That we can use our particular nature, you know. We can be who we are, that there is big strength in a little package, yeah. It says, tend to the small things. Tend to the small things. And that really is the discipline. It's about presence. It's about tending to those small things on a daily basis. That's going to build up the success not only of the business, but of the relationship, of your creativity, of your friends, your family, like just your life generally, you know. Tending to those small things and kind of knowing that the bigger picture is going to take care of itself. Let's look at the mystery card. Is it going to be the bigger picture? World card, 10 of Pentacles. Let's see. Whoa, 4 of Swords. Well, that's very good too. 4 of Swords is rest. It is stress is over. You could sleep now. You could take a nap. You can rest. You can calm down. Okay? That whatever the stressful energy was with the 3 and the 10 is gone. Now you can put your mind at ease. Okay? There's a mental reset here. Okay? Sometimes we need to take a step back from the stress. We need a little time out. We need to sleep on it and then come back to it. Sometimes we need to take a break so that when our performance doesn't suffer. Okay? Peace is productive. Schedule time for yourself to sleep, to stretch, to rest. And another card, protecting your boundaries, protecting your mental peace, your clarity, your centeredness. Okay? Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, we'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Gemini Wednesdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.